Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first 3 letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected My Favorite Martian. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1, but you can just call me Richard.
And I'm Craig Stu, and I'm Dunce number 2.
And I'm the 3rd one. Sorry, guys. I'm still laughing from this movie. The joke meter is... and like it broke halfway through this one, boys! Oh my god, I saw this like weeks ago, and I still can't. I can't stop!
I don't know if you're being serious or not. I feel like somehow all of the jokes went over my head.
I'll believe that. They're all very much of a time period. Especially everything that comes out of the suit.
That is for sure.
Oh my god. This is a time capsule film, boys. We did it. Nothing has so... perfectly encapsulated the late 90s or early 2000s?
99.
Oh,
99, just right at the end. Oh 90s. My god.
When you said late, I thought you were going to say the late Wayne Knight.
We'll get to that. May he rest in peace. But, oof. Yeah, that's it. That's. I'm sorry. This is going to be a lot of this. Ooh.
But yeah, this movie is actually a first for us. And do you know why?
Because it's the first time we watched it?
Well, yes, but it is the first time...
I've seen this one before.
I wanted to say, it is the first time that 2 dunces watched the movie together.
What?
Me and Craig watched the movie together, or I watched it with Craig.
We did?
Yeah, last night.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what?
I was watching the movie with Craig and Call.
Oh, that you were watching it while we were doing quests in Winter Spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it, though, so... And neither were you. You were questing in Winter Spring.
I was watching the movie. I have really good notes.
We were killing elites.
I have half a page of notes, so I might need some help with this one.
Craig, I'm blaming you for this one.
He didn't say...
You were there. You were as responsible as he is right now.
He was playing Doom right before it.
Well.
And then he said, okay, Craig, I'm done with Doom. I can help you with those quests now. And I said, okay.
Yeah, Craig, like I said, you're as responsible here. I'm going to sit back, actually. I'll let you 2 boys take over. You don't need me.
If it makes you feel any better, I wasn't watching the movie and playing Doom.
You were just playing... Oh, I'm sorry. Why would that make anyone feel anything?
I don't know. I just wanted you to know because Doom is a high-action, fast-paced game.
Okay.
Like, you can't pay attention to 2 things at once when playing that.
I think you can't pay attention.
I don't think you
normally.
can pay attention to 2 things at once, period. Yes.
Yeah. You don't have like 2 brains there, Rich. You don't have 2 sets of eyes. You have 2 heads. You can't do it.
Dude, you have 2 eyes. One can be focused on the movie.
Are you a chameleon?
2 sets of eyes.
Are you a chameleon?
I like how that's the first thing Craig goes to.
They look in 2 different directions.
Yeah, they can look in 2 different directions. Yeah, I get that.
Me too.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Well, we're going to go into the movie and we'll see how much I retained.
All right, what did we watch?
My Favorite Martian. I hope to God we did because I know that there was some stuff up in the air, whether or not we'd actually watch this.
Yeah, but I think before we get into that, I have a question for you, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Because the real driving force for watching this one, I think you really were responsible yet again. So, can you please tell us the tale of how you came across the hit comic book series My Favorite Martian, or whatever the hell it is you sent a picture of?
It was the comic book based on the TV show. Because this was a TV show.
Yeah, now how did you get that?
My boss gave me a box. He said, Craig, just tape and total. And I said, okay. And I taped and totaled it. And it was in there. And that was it.
Did you buy it?
No.
What?
You didn't get it? You didn't break into this? So
Now,
we can talk about it.
I actually forgot to tell you. I went to look for it. Because I didn't file it. I don't know. Somebody else filed it. I went to look for it. Couldn't find it. So it either sold or it just got filed incorrectly.
I mean, it was a steal, right? $3?
So
Wait.
it was gone.
What did you search under?
It was a gold key book? Yeah, we usually put gold key under gold key.
Makes sense.
It might be under M for Martian.
Well, that
Or M
would,
for my.
it might have been, but
Or O for out of this world.
that would be very
I
incorrect.
doubt. Ooh, or D for dated.
Ooh, or D for Disney.
It could have been under T for Disney, actually. But generally, if it's a gold key book, it's under gold key.
Like, do you think it will actually sell for $3?
Mm-hmm.
It might have.
Sorry, I don't question that it'll sell for $3, but I question, like, are you sure it's not worth more?
It's definitely not worth more.
Why?
How many of them do you have?
One. Nobody wants that book.
Okay.
Coming from the man who can't find it because it sold.
Because it might have sold. Clearly somebody wanted that book.
Yeah, people buy everything. They're crazy. People are crazy.
You heard it here first.
People are crazy.
Yeah, they love to buy stuff.
Craig, I'm on eBay right now and they're going for like $30.
Rich, it's a condition. It's all about condition. Also, you have to look at sold listings. I'm literally going through. This is the spiel I give at the shop when people are like,
okay.
I'm like, oh, my Charizard's worth $1,000. And no, it's not. It's ripped in half. It's not worth $1,000.
It's not. And this isn't worth that. It's okay, Craig. Don't listen to anything he has to say. You know how he is.
Fine, let's just listen to me talk about the movie then.
Yeah.
I mean, go for it, please.
Okay, so we got a newspaper reporter dude, and he's banging his...
Already
Dumber.
Already lost.
Okay.
Already lost.
Wait. As I'm reading my notes, I realize he's not a newspaper reporter. He's just a TV reporter. Maybe a producer?
Nope. There
editor?
you go. He's a producer.
Yes. Okay, so he's a TV producer, reporter man, and he's...
Nope, not a reporter. He's a producer.
News producer.
Yeah.
News producer.
There you
And
go.
he's not banging the boss's daughter, but I think he wants to.
He would like to.
She's that chick from
Yeah.
Austin Powers. The first one.
Ivana
Yeah,
Tinkle?
that sounds correct.
What?
No, I think she had like a normal name because she was like a normal person who did normal things.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. She was a robot.
Was she a robot?
I think
thought she was just a person.
Pretty sure she was a robot.
Okay, well, we're getting to like spoiler territory for a different movie, I guess now. So.
Yeah.
Is that Disney
Yeah.
now?
No.
No, that's a
Damn.
shame. Really, where I'd like to get to watch all three of those.
Aren't there 4?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet's correct.
Oh.
Fingers crossed, baby.
Okay. All right. So, I guess he's going to some reporting stand. Spot? I don't know. Where do they
He's
go?
going to. It's a reporting stand. They sell.
Or they sell reporting.
There's some reportings.
They sell all the hot scoops.
10-cent reportings. Come and get them.
Yeah, nothing like a nice tall glass of reportings on a hot summer's day, boys.
I don't know where he goes. He goes to a place with the woman and she gets mad at him.
They're doing. They're.
Where do you think they report things, buddy?
At the scene of the crime.
At the stand. At the stand.
The reporting stands. You know, where all events transpire. They picked a good spot. Today, they just happened to be launching a satellite
Oh, okay.
carrying the remains of Jerry Garcia.
Wait, what? Is this real?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But, okay. So after that, he takes her to some beach, or maybe we see something in the air that crash lands. I don't know. Something like that.
Oh my god.
Do you want to talk about the movie instead?
No. We can't. You have to watch these movies.
I did.
Either you watch these movies or I take over for the rest of these. Do you want that?
No. Okay, we're gonna go.
You have to watch
line.
these movies. You can't be on the Discord call with Stu playing World of Warcraft.
That was his fault.
Clearly.
That is not my fault. I was unaware.
No, he is partially to blame, but you are fully to blame.
I didn't know.
I want to talk to you later, Stu. I owe you that much, but he gets a public lashing.
I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do well. Like, okay.
Superman does good.
So, like, as much as I'm botching this right now, I did look at the Wikipedia entry right before the podcast.
Great.
So it should fill in some gaps for me.
Please.
Okay. So he ends up with the girl and something crash lands somewhere and he wants to investigate because that's the reporter in him.
Not a reporter.
And I think that she's taken a cigarette to be a smoking lady.
Didn't he already lose his job at this point?
Yes, he did. Very important. Man lost his job. He was fired.
Because he didn't... The report, he screwed up the report or whatever on the satellite. He gave her the wrong thing to say. He said, "You're beautiful" or something like that. And
that's why they broke up?
And she then said it on air to the guy she was interviewing because she's an airhead and just repeats what he's saying. And, and then he was fired because she's the boss's daughter.
Yeah, he was already on thin ice, and the boss clearly does not like him.
Well, he wants to,
So why does he end up going away with the woman? Did they just ride in the same car? And
they were not in the same car.
They were not in the same car. She just happened to be behind him. Not even happened to be behind him. So he got out of his car, stopped the car to get out and investigate, and she pulls up and almost hits him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing crash lands, and I guess it becomes tiny, the spaceship.
Yeah, the Martian comes out and has the ability to make his ship tiny. He's hiding from the humans.
Okay, so our reporting friend, he ends up taking the spaceship, and the Martian man, he camouflages himself, and he goes home with him? I don't know.
I'm going to pretend I heard every word and I'm not having internet troubles. So yes. Craig, does what he said sound right?
I missed portions of that too. He was...
Oh, okay, it's him. He's the internet boy. He's the problem. Woo!
I just switched to a West Coast server.
All right, perfect. What did you say, buddy?
That the man took this mini spaceship and a Martian camouflaged himself and followed him home, or...
It snuck in his trunk.
Okay, yeah.
After also becoming human himself by chewing on some junk.
He turned into Christopher Lloyd.
Are you saying he's not human?
What?
What are you saying Christopher Lloyd is?
He's human. He turned into Christopher Lloyd.
No, he's the Martian!
No, I mean like real life Christopher Lloyd.
Oh. No, I assume the real life one is. He's also a
Martian?
A time traveler.
Oh, okay. Time traveling human, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
We're on the same page. That's what matters.
So, the reporting man... What's his name, actually?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff?
Dumber.
No, he means the character.
Steve? I don't know.
Steve sounds right.
I don't think it's right.
I think it's O'Donnell or something is his last name, but I can't remember the first part.
Is it O'Connor?
O'Connor?
O'Hara.
Let's call him Steve.
Okay, so Steve. Steve ends up getting the spaceship. He goes home, puts it on his nightstand or something, but he also promises it to his neighbor for a garage sale. And
Mrs. Brown with her famous brownies, who is also his landlady.
O'Hara. I was right.
Okay.
Tim O'Hara.
What's his...
Tim O'Hara.
Tim?
Okay. There you go, Tim.
Tim.
I don't know.
Okay.
White people name. You get it.
Yeah. So Tim, he ends up going home. He wants to, check out for the night or something. But the alien is in his house. And he ends up getting into a fight with the alien. and also with the suit, because the suit is its own entity. Like, it's alive. It has a brain or something. And it's voiced by Wayne Knight of...
The late Wayne Knight.
Yes, the late Wayne Knight of Seinfeld fame and Jurassic
Cheaper
Park
by the
fame.
dozen.
We saw a lot of things with him.
Yeah, what else did we see with
Space
him?
Jam.
We didn't watch Space Jam, but yes. Very storied career of this man. There's something else. There's at least one other thing, somewhat recently. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts now.
My Favorite Martian.
You got me.
Tarzan?
Tarzan! He's the elephant.
Oh, shit.
Dude, Tarzan totally made an orphan. We just gotta go past that. Don't even acknowledge it, movie, huh? Orphan, now elephant raised by gorillas. Whatever, who cares? It's nothing, I guess. All right. Man, It's insane. It's absolute insanity.
Yeah, so the alien and the suit team up against Tim. And I guess Tim loses, and the alien decides to be him for a while, the Martian.
Well, he doesn't have a choice. Because, Lizzy's coming to visit, and how do you get rid of a human female? You gotta kiss him,
Lizzy is one of his coworkers. She's like on the crew.
And a good friend of his.
And a good friend, yeah.
And
but
not the boss's daughter.
Not the boss's daughter, who I don't remember her name is.
Brace.
Yeah, that's the name I saw on the Wikipedia page.
Brace?
Yeah, it's Brace.
Okay.
Yeah. So he ends up laying one on Lizzy, and I guess they're in a relationship.
Like a long, nasty one.
I don't think this movie would work in today's climate.
No, not even kind of.
Just wait until later.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, it's like it doesn't get any. It gets so much worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
Okay, Lizzy, she does end up going away, I think.
But not before we get some hilarious Jimmy Hoffa humor. And a lot of other dated references.
If you want to go into that.
No, I just want to acknowledge the suit is... Every line out of this suit is... You can't! It's so irrelevant now. It's great.
You actually like this?
No, I don't like it. Well, I don't like it genuinely. I like it in the fact that it's so fucking dated. It's absolute insanity.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just a string of references every time he speaks. And it's like, you can't show this movie anymore obviously for the other reasons, but no one would understand it. It's absolute madness.
Maybe that's why I didn't understand the movie.
It's also weird that the suit even knows these references, because it's
I know too. He's apparently an expert in art culture.
Yeah. So, okay. I guess we're going to go and talk about the FBI or STEM or whatever this team is called.
Wallace Shawn, our boy.
Yeah, Wallace Shawn, he is like the lead investigator of the FBI, and he's been trying to prove that aliens have existed for his entire career. And this is now it, because he's at the crash site. And
I feel like saying lead investigator of the FBI makes him sound like he's a man in a suit. He's a man in a lab coat.
Okay, fine.
Lead scientist, if anything.
But there's another man in a suit though with sunglasses, right?
An actual man in a suit, not another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he at the crash site too?
More than likely. I feel like he was.
Yeah, probably. I don't really remember.
Okay. But yeah, Wallace Shawn is there, and he's trying to find the alien, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose his job. And he's just hell-bent on finding the alien. And he picks up, the cigarette from Brace, the boss's daughter. And he's now on a goose chase. And that's all I'm going to say about him for now. Because we got to talk about the next day, when the landlady comes over to Tim's house, and Tim has to introduce her to Uncle Martin, who is an alien. Wait, he's the Martian. Martin.
He solved the mystery.
Yeah.
This whole time, I was like, where did the Martian go? I could have sworn this was called My Favorite Martian, not My Favorite Strange Uncle.
Yeah, because the Martian, he now starts telling people that his name is Martin, and he's the uncle of Tim. And Tim, he's trying to say, hey, this is actually a Martian. He's an alien. But Martin, he's able to say, yo, Tim, he just lost his job. He's not right in the head, so he's saying crazy things. And he's just able to, get by, and Tim just has to deal with him. But I guess at this point, Uncle Martin, the Martian, he decides that he wants to try to fit in. Well, actually, he wants to go home mainly, but he can't go home because he doesn't have his flux capacitor or something.
That's the wrong Christopher Lloyd movie.
Yeah, but it's close enough.
Yeah, sure. Because, like, you need something for your spaceship. That's what you need.
Basically an alternator. I really can't remember what it is.
I think it was an alternator.
Oh, alternator, fine.
As a neuron something or other. Who cares? An alternator.
Yeah. But I don't really know how they come to the conclusion that they're going to, like, get him new clothes so he fits in with the world.
So this is part of the movie that I kind of loses me. So what happens here is he explains to him that he needs this thingy. And then Tim goes, well, I know where you can get a thingy. So they end up going to, like, I don't know if it's a hardware store or just, like, a department store or something, to buy a bunch of thingies so he can build a new one. But when they get to the store, Tim is, like, super upset with him, saying, what are you doing? This plan is insane. How are you going to build a thingy with all this crap? But it was like, Tim, this was your plan. What?
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense.
So,
but they end up getting bullied because he's in his, his spacesuit.
Zoot.
And people are making fun of him. Zoot.
Gotcha.
So then it's decided, I better get some human clothes.
Yes. And this is the part where it is probably the most disturbing part of the movie. Yeah. Because he takes off Zoot, and then Zoot starts sexually assaulting an employee at the clothing store.
I think there's one more part of this that's worse, but this is not good either.
This is not great, and then it just gets weirder.
Yeah, because, like, he's slapping her ass and stuff like that, and groping her, I think.
I think he's just slapping her ass. Yeah.
But she is not happy with it at all.
Of course she's not. Because she shouldn't be.
What is she going to go, ooh, I like more, daddy, please.
Oh, the last girl did. When, we just kissed her.
Well, yeah, but there was a relationship, some history between her and Tim, so.
Yeah. And obviously she had feelings for him.
Yeah. And, he just, Christopher Lloyd in Another Man's Body is just a really good kisser, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, okay, so after that.
Wait, how after that are you going? Because the suit scene keeps going. The suit scene just keeps going.
Okay. Well, the suit scene does keep going. The woman leaves the changing room, and then he starts, like, ogling this other girl in, like, a sundress or a tight dress.
It's just a girl who's just looking. She's checking out a dress. She's checking out a sundress, and he's going hachi machi. Look at the gangas on this one. Waka waka whoopsie. And it turns out he is talking about the dress. So as soon as she puts the dress back on the thing, he makes his move on the dress, and he's schmoozing and romancing the dress and caressing the dress and fondling the dress. And then Christopher Lloyd and Tim show up. And then he goes, oh, excuse me, look, miss, I don't want any cookies, and throws the dress aside. And I'm just like, so is the dress now underage, and he shouldn't be fondling the dress? What is this scene? Please explain.
I can't.
About the part where he took video of the lady in her dressing room, too.
Oh my god, that's right. Tim, trying so desperately to get footage of the Martian man, sticks the camera underneath one of the dressing room doors. Turns out it was a woman. And yeah, what a fun movie this is.
Yeah, because this is another thing that Tim's doing throughout the movie. He's just trying to get on videotape that Martin is a Martian. And he's planning to maybe get his job back with that proof.
And the continued joke is that he's a pervert.
Oh. I mean, I didn't see those instances, but...
well, here's one of them right here. Well, yeah, no shit, you didn't see these instances.
You don't watch the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what kind of happened, though.
Yeah, you looked at Wikipedia!
No, it wasn't... Okay, I read the first paragraph of the Wikipedia, because I feel that that's the part of the movie that wasn't, like, the most clear to me, but everything else is, like, crystal.
Okay, doubt it.
So, like, everything that happens from this point on... I did not read anything on Wikipedia about.
All right, I'm trapping go.
Okay, so it's spring break, and Martin, he really wants to eat some ice cream, and he eats a lot of ice cream, and I don't know. Fuck! Okay, so it's not crystal.
I thought you were crystal clear.
Well, I kind of was, because I picked up on this thing.
On my favorite Martian.
Because, like, they eat a lot of ice cream together, but there's also a suspicious man in a trench coat that's also eating ice cream, and he was one man that we saw before, and we're all like, who's this guy?
I think, I don't think he was a trench. He was the guy in the sunglasses. He was just some FBI guy.
Well, no, he's not an FBI guy. Isn't he not with the research team or whatever?
I don't know.
I feel like he was an FBI guy.
I thought he
wasn't part of the Alien division. But I think he's high up there.
Okay.
I think he worked his way to the top from nothing. There's a lot of backstory to this guy. We're going to glance over it, though. We'll worry about it later.
When does that get introduced?
Probably, I don't remember, man. I watched this so long ago.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
still laughing.
That's true. So the FBI, they end up capturing the boss's daughter, Brace, because I guess they found her DNA on the cigarette, because they thought that she was an alien because the cigarette might have had alien DNA, but it didn't. It just had human DNA.
Okay, so you're getting wires.
There was alien spit on her
initial cigarette they found at the beach. So their theory is, oh snap, the alien has probably infiltrated her body and is she's a host for the alien. Okay, so they pick her up over at this weird, you call it spring break, but I think it's specifically like a Girls Gone Wild video, but for old men instead of young co-eds. So they pick her up there because she's doing a puff piece about that. And they're having a bad time because Tim is no longer their producer. And the man they have doing it is a wreck.
He has a thick Indian accent, and it's hard for her to understand. But she's also dumb, so it's even harder for her to understand.
Doesn't work. Doesn't make for good news. It's fun. But she does get picked up, and they run some tests on her because they know, again, right now the working theory is she is a
This is after that old
host.
Man was flexing his pecs, though.
Yes, the very upsetting
really flexing his pecs.
Moment. Like, really, he's making a move on Brace. What can you do, right?
It's like hachi machi,
waka waka woozy. But yeah, and the part that you're getting right across, Richard, is they prove that they decide that she's no longer she's not actually an alien because at the time that they picked her up, she was smoking another cigarette, and they examined that and found no traces of alien DNA. So they just want to figure out what's happening. She, being the news-minded individual, yeah, sure, why not a reporter? I don't think that's the actual term for it.
She puts two and two together.
She's a correspondent or whatever.
Yeah, but she was there when the thing landed, so she...
Yeah.
Although she didn't see it, she did see the...
Or believe it was happening.
Or believe it was happening, but there was a guy, her buddy... did believe so. She's like, oh, maybe this is actually happening.
So yeah, Tim does have an alien, and she can spin this in her favor because this what gets ratings, baby. Aliens, government agencies, the whole shebang. So she ends up teaming up with Wallace Shaw and everyone else there to track down Tim.
Yeah. Yep.
Meanwhile,
back at Tim's place, he's just reviewing all of the great, sweet alien footage that he got. And at this point, I think that he's starting to realize that Martin, he's kind of growing on him. Almost like he's viewing Martin like a son, and that he is the father.
No, it's very much an uncle relationship, as he calls him Uncle Martin repeatedly.
It's his son.
No. Tim is the father figure, and Martin is the son figure, even though, like, to the world, they're supposed to be Uncle.
He himself refers to him as Uncle Martin.
Yeah, he's not her son. He doesn't feel like... No.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Don't worry. We're going to bring this in at the end.
Okay, thank you.
You don't got to force it. You never have to force it.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that it...
He's a son who likes to... He's a father who likes to record his son naked in the hot tub in the back. As father and son relationships are, according to Richard.
I mean, that is how some of them are. Like, it's not like it's done for sexual intentions. It's just like something you do.
We're going to have to talk to Papa.
I mean, it's not like he did that, but like I know other dads who have.
You just gotta wish.
What other dads do you know that did that? What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about? Like, it's like fictional dads, not like necessarily like real dads. Like,
I think Richard is confused because they do this when the kid is like, I don't know, 2 years old,
yes,
baby, and
exactly,
not a grown ass man.
He's like 2 in Earth years though. Like his Earth time is like less than 2 years.
That's not how it works. You don't just go somewhere else and all of a sudden, oh, you're a baby. Baby. Like, and everyone we've sent Neil Armstrong to the moon, and then he got there and he turns out he's a fucking baby now because he spent 1 Earth hour and 1 moon hour there, so he's a newborn, and we're like, oh fuck, newborns can't work rocket ships. We lost him. He never made it back. He never made it back.
He's not a newborn to you, but he's a newborn to moon men. Like, if I was a moon man, I'd say, oh, look at the little baby.
You would look at the little baby. This fucking Uncle man in a suit. Look at the baby. Glip glorp. Because they got moon men. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how you perceive things.
Is this just on is this just on a planetary level, Rich? Or is it like you go to... If I show up on the West Coast and I say... And am I a newborn now to the Californians? Is that how that works?
Every time I cross state lines, I gotta wait 18 years to get a new license.
No. It's kind of like, okay. Something you can actually relate to. It's like New York City. Like, you can tell who the tourists are because they have a map. It's like that. You say, oh, look at the little baby.
No one has a map, and no one does that.
I do.
You know what they say? Fucking tourists. They are tourists. They aren't babies now. They don't try to grab these people, throw them in a tub, and take videos of it and go goo goo gaga. That's not how it works. You've said nothing. You're speaking nonsense.
Sorry, I guess this is just me then.
Is this another T-shirt?
Yeah, what is the T-shirt?
It's just a picture of tourists. It says, "Look at the little babies."
Because I'm sure you're going to really be able to find a picture of a tourist real well.
It's a person in a Hawaiian T-shirt and
carrying a map, wearing socks with sandals.
So yeah, that's a tourist.
Maybe wearing binoculars, wearing a goofy hat. We get it working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a little better, I think.
Yeah. We got it. Get yours today.
Oh, where are we going? Okay.
Straight to hell.
So, okay. Tim finds out that he actually loves the Martian, and this is the point where the boss's daughter comes by and tries to seduce Tim in order to get his alien. And, I guess at some point, Tim, he gets too hot and flustered. Actually, wait. This is more important. Because the Martian, he ends up scattering himself into 7 pieces across the house.
He gets depressed because he's given up
Tim goes on a journey to collect them all.
But he gets depressed because he's given up on building the spaceship because he's not going to work. He's like, it's not going to happen. I'm going to be stuck here forever. So he just falls apart into pieces.
And is that why he scatters himself across the globe in 7 pieces?
Yeah.
And Tim has to build a radar and gather all the Martian bits together.
That's pretty much what happened.
Mm-hmm. And then he gets to make a wish.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he blows it on underwear.
No. That's not what happens.
Because he's a pervert who likes to watch his uncle bathe.
That didn't happen. Like, okay, so I think that at some point he is trying to gather all the pieces of Martin, but the woman...
See, it's like the exact opposite. If anything, he's the one who pulls Martin apart.
What? Why?
I don't know. He's a pervert.
Okay, so fine.
He sees a hand, and he's just like, "Oh man, what can I do with this?"
I'll save this one for later. What? 2 came off. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, because like he's trying to feel up. Yeah, like he's trying to feel up the
Uncle
boss's
Martin.
daughter.
No,
What?
not at all. You're getting confused. You're so confused. You don't even... Did you watch this movie? I kid. I know you didn't. So what happened
they're on the couch together.
He's reviewing the footage, and he has a brain blast, Tim does. And he calls up... I want to call her Zeddy. Her name's not Zeddy.
Zeke?
Which I just said it like...
Did
what
you
is
say
the girl's
Zeddy?
name?
Like like the
Like
food?
the pasta, yeah. What's her name?
Like baked ziti? I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't
Nikki?
Nikki. It's
No.
not. There's no way it's Nikki.
Let's just call her
Hold on.
Baked Ziti.
We just had her. We
I
just
think
said her name.
Ricky? I don't know.
Zeta.
Zuzu?
Tiana. Takiki. Ooh, this is a bad day for me, huh?
Harriet.
I mean, you did watch it like 2 weeks ago, right?
I know, I did watch it a little bit later than I normally did. Like,
I still have the Wikipedia page
man.
up if you want me to move there.
Yo, please, just what is her name, man? I literally just said it.
Lizzy!
Lizzy.
Lizzy! There's disease! I'm not insane! So he calls up Lizzy and says, and Lizzy at this point doesn't really know what's happening. She's reading up on,
Can I say
relationship advice.
Can I say this part? Because now that he brain blasted, he kind of starts thinking like, "Oh my god, are my feelings changing?" And he calls up Lizzy and he says like, "Hey, have you ever had this thing where like you think you know something about a person, but then they do something, and then you kind of like feel a completely different way?" And I
was building up the preamble as to why that would be important to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's not. No one cares about her. She's a minor character.
She's super important. She's what you describe as the catalyst for the film.
If anything, the catalyst is like the gum.
Oh, we forgot about the gum.
No, we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about the gum. It made him look human. But he does explain that later part. If you chew the gum, it makes you an alien.
It's more important later.
Yeah.
Catalyst.
Chekhov's gun. It's what's going on there.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Continue.
I mean, I'd like to, but you already interrupted me. So.
Okay, I'll continue then. So, okay.
But if you don't do it right, I will interrupt you, so.
Lizzy comes on over, and, like, she finds out...
You're already well past it. Okay, so he calls up Lizzy. Lizzy says, this whole thing... No, I said Lily accidentally. You know that.
Okay.
Anyway. Again, does his spiel. Lizzy thinks, oh my god, we're going to totally bang. This is the best. Trying to find her own feelings for Tim here. So she said, give me 30 minutes, I'll be right over. Okay? And then he walks in on Martin, who was falling apart. He's falling into depression. Because, turns out, this thing isn't working. And not only that, this spaceship is gonna blow. Because it's got some alien technology, like a failsafe, that if this thing does crash land, it will self-destruct. So all hope is lost. He's not getting home. And not only that, he's gonna kill everyone here.
Wait. So the spaceship, will that, like... Yeah. Is it basically like a nuclear bomb in which it'll take out everything? They
don't really say how big the blast is going to be, but it seems to be quite large.
But what if because he shrunk the spaceship at some point, so if he shrinks the spaceship, does it shrink the bomb blast?
Clearly not, because he's so concerned about it.
You'd think it'd work like that.
But it doesn't. Alien technology, baby.
Guess they didn't figure that out. Okay.
I don't think they didn't figure it out. I think they figured out how to make sure this thing destroys everything in its path. Because they can't let the technology get out there.
Okay, fine.
It's a rental after all.
Wait, it's a rental?
Oh my god, I'm going to strangle him. It's like he didn't watch the movie because he didn't.
I did!
So yeah, Martin starts falling apart. Tim unknowingly is ripping him apart piece by piece, but bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Uh-oh, Lizzy must be here.
I love Inside Out.
Better start scattering.
Bing bong, bing bong.
He's my very best friend. Bing bong, bing bong. So yeah, you must start scattering all the pieces of Martin around the house before Lizzy gets suspicious. Despite the fact that I think he's going to show her the fact that he's an alien. I don't really get his logic here, but whatever. So the arm gets locked in the chair with his torso, which gets covered by a blanket. His legs, I don't even know, somewhere. And the head gets thrown in the hamper, okay? Opens the door. Hey, Lizzy. Oh, God, it's Brace. Brace is here, being all, hey, Tim, let's have a sexy fun time together because I just realized how my emotions are for you. Mwah, 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 mwah. And they do kissing. And then she gets on the couch and says, get me some wine, peasant. And, Tim's all about it because he likes being belittled. And I guess that's kind of it. He just likes getting off. So he goes to get the wine.
How relatable.
You like wine?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's surprising. The kid with the... It doesn't matter. Anyway, so, Lizzy's on the... Brace is on the couch. And, what's this? She got a nice massage from Tin Man putting the moves on her. Oh, no. It's the disembodied arm of Martin. and he's giving her the business. I don't know why. Not really explained. He's too busy being depressed and complaining in the bathroom. And Tim's like, oh yeah, no, that's just me shouting how I have to really use the shitter. Don't mind me, Brace. Let's have sexual intercourse. Really trying to hide the fact that there's a disembodied man head in his bathroom. Ugh, right?
Wait, so does Martin think that he's rubbing up Tim?
I don't know what Martin thinks, bud.
Okay.
We already know Martin's a pervert too. So
yeah, well, that's true. But he seems too depressed to start trying to cop a feel off of Brace here. He doesn't even know who's in the house.
There's never a wrong time to cop a feel for him.
Oh, okay, of course.
Speaking of which, where's Zoot at this point? Is he like getting dirty with the dishwasher or something?
I think this whole time he has been. No.
He's working on this. He's working on the ship.
Yes, he's working on the ship. Mm-hmm. As we find out really soon, because once Martin is done filling up Brace, Tim decides, okay, I have to get all Martin's pieces in the bathroom. So he walks out for a second, giving Brace the time she needs to. She's not there for sexual intercourse. She wants information and proof of Martian life, and she finds the tapes because for whatever reason Tim decided to keep the video of the Martian and the hot tub playing in the background the whole time. It's really not smart, I gotta say. But she finds it. She takes the tape.
Wait,
she's leaving.
You've never had that happen to you? Like, you're watching one of your videos and you kind of finish and you just kind of leave it going.
I know. No. I don't leave it going. I turn it off and hide my shame.
Oh, I don't have to hide my shame.
No, you clearly.
My shame is hidden immediately.
Yeah, I feel dirty and I burn everything down. I start anew, like a phoenix. But
okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of leave it open sometimes.
Yeah, I know, that's gross. You're a gross human being.
That's gross. That's why you had that issue with aim back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
His aim's never been good. Can't shoot anything for shit.
Continue.
But yeah, she's on her way out the door and plop pops right into Lizzy. And Lizzy's got a bit of the frizzies here because she is not in the mood to see Brace.
Yeah, because Brace was also like dressed up all sexy and
well, she
kind of
normally
like
looks
her.
like that. It's just what she looks like.
Well, no, like she had a red dress, and I think it might have been coming off too.
I know, but that's just what she looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lizzy, on the other hand, did get dressed up.
Yeah, she did get all dolled up. She's a pretty girl. I like that Lizzy.
Is it my turn to go again?
Where are you gonna go? Let's see.
Because Lizzie's
I'm gonna hand you this.
Now.
My hand's still on the ball, but we can like walk it together.
Okay. Lizzy, she's pissed, and she decides that she's gonna go huff and puff straight into the garage. And well,
not before Tim explains that, Uncle Martin is a Martian.
Yeah, he tries to explain that, but she's not believing it. And I don't know where Tim goes though, but Lizzy, she ends up going to Martin. Oh, okay. And Lizzy, that's when she ends up going to the garage and finding the spaceship.
Oh no! You know what happens? I misspoke.
Uh-oh.
She says to Tim, "Well, I hope you don't have anything too kinky on those tapes that Brace took." So he runs to check the tapes if they're still there, as in the Martin tapes. While Lizzy storms off and heads towards the back entrance, which goes through the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a weird layout, but whatever.
Is this when she goes into the spaceship?
This is when she goes into the spaceship.
Okay, so she goes into the spaceship, and that's when, like, she ends up seeing Zoot. And Zoot is, I guess they're talking or something, and then they end up getting shrunk.
Yes.
Yes. And I don't know. I guess that our main concern is that Brace has the tapes, though. We're not really too concerned about what's happening to Lizzy.
No, because we don't even know she's still there. They just shrunk the spaceship for safekeeping. We got to get those tapes back, or else Martin, it's over, baby.
Yeah, so they got to go to the TV studio because that's definitely where she is, and they pretty much have to do the old switcheroo. Martin, he ends up going to Brace's room and tries to tie her up and just kind of take her place.
Doesn't try to.
He does.
Successfully does it.
Oh, okay. And Tim, on the other hand,
you might have been confused because you saw him walking in and the Brace walking out, but the Brace that walked out was actually Martin disguised as Brace.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got confused there.
Yeah.
And Tim, his job was to actually go switch the tapes, which I think he did successfully.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this is the wrong tape. This we're working on it together. Here's the right one.
Yes.
Yeah. So because he was looking like Brace, Martin, he now has to go on the air and do a news special. But I guess that the Indian man, he had to take the gum out of Martin's mouth, Brace Martin's mouth. And this caused Martin to reveal his true form, but not really because like no one could see under the desk.
Just slow
where Martin was sitting at.
transformation.
Yeah. So they got to get Martin the gum back. I think they do that successfully, maybe.
Yeah, but it takes a little bit, and it's too late because they realize, oh, it's the alien. He's here, pretending to be Brace. That's why she's acting so weird. Let's chase him.
Yeah. So they get chased away. And at this point, we're going to go back to Lizzy because the neighbor was coming to Tim's house for the garage sale and found the spaceship.
Wait, no.
I think we're going to go back to that scene, right?
Okay. I was going to say we have to go back to
Yeah, we have to go back to that scene. That seems very important.
Okay.
To the narrative.
Yeah, so the neighbor steals the spaceship, and now we're kind of worried about Lizzy because we're not going to know where she is anymore. But now we end up going back to Tim, and that's when the police chase happens?
Well, they're running through the studio, but they have to make a quick stop back to Brace's room in order to change back.
Okay.
So he changes back to his regular form.
Yes, and they're all chasing him down, and they make their way to Brace's room, and, well, we have a bit of a situation here, huh, Craig?
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in film, I think.
I don't think it's the craziest thing. It's certainly uncomfortable.
It was really weird.
But please, Craig, you take it from here. This is your level of expertise.
I don't appreciate that.
I don't even know what happened.
Wallace,
shit, you didn't watch the movie.
Wallace, they're running. Martin and Tim now have changed or whatever, and they continue running. The rest of the FBI guys start running past them, but they see the doors open and Brace is there tied to a chair. Wallace Shawn says something like oh boy, and he goes in. He says, "I'll need a minute," and he goes in and shuts the door.
Oh, she'll need a thorough inspection.
And then he shuts the door.
And then he proceeds, I assume, to molest and or rape her.
Gross.
And then you don't see her again until very later in the movie, and she seems a little bit less stable than she used to be.
Oh yeah, you see her at the end on the news.
It's really fucked up.
She's grabbing her knees and shaking and just going.
Messed up movie. No, not even that. You just see her chained up later. That's legit. I didn't make that up. That wasn't like a bit I'm doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna go continue with this. There's the police chase, right?
Yes,
or at least some type of chase,
or whatever.
In which
they're chasing them in a car.
Tim and Martin, they're in the car. They're trying to get away from all the boys that want to chase them. And I think that this is where I got a little confused. They shrink themselves, right?
Yes.
And they go into a sewer.
And they end up in a toilet.
Yes.
Because they shrink even further down.
Okay. And then, this part's gross.
Then they come out the toilet, and then there's a fat man on the car. Who was trying to take a shit.
They were in the toilet.
He should have had those 4 burritos.
Wait, what?
Hold on. It's a line. They make it very clear this man's intentions for using the bathroom.
Oh, so he said he had 4 burritos. He's going to the toilet, and the guys, they're in the toilet like, oh God, we have to make sure that we're not any part of this. So the man, he's about to sit, but then the car ends up going full size. And that car is not looking good once it's full size. Like, it's brown all over.
It was in the sewers.
It was covered in poopy.
Also, it was in the sewer.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this guy had his pants off, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did crap all over the car himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can't even imagine being in that situation.
You're going to take a dump, and then all of a sudden you're on top of the car.
Like, I feel like you'd still poop, right? While you're
like... Oh, absolutely! He's definitely pooed! The man pooed!
Like, while...
There's no way he didn't poo.
While the car is driving through the house,
yeah.
he's just on the car, shitting.
Yeah.
and it's getting all over. And then
Like
he gets launched off the car. It's
still laughing till
crazy.
this day. I don't think I'll ever stop.
Crazy. Wild. This movie's wild.
God. Okay. I don't know what happens. All I have in my notes is lobotomy.
Okay, so what happens here is, well, we actually skipped a pretty integral scene where they do make it back to Tim's house and realize the lady does have the spaceship. So they're actually going to chase her down when the cops catch up with them, or the FBI or whoever may be. And when they come out of the toilet, just so happens they make it right to her car. So they get out, go to grab the spaceship. Martin does a little tongue tango with Mrs. Brown. Humana, watsa wootsy. And that's it. They're done. Time to grab that ship and get going, son. It's over. And then the movie's over. And they also figured out, to get Martin out of his depression, they figured out, he needs an alternator for his spaceship. Give him the alternator from his car, and it works. Theoretically.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they get caught.
They do get caught. And then
How?
They just show up.
Because the car, they just show up.
They just show up. There's nothing like real deep meaning to it. They just show up. The cops just show up or whatever. Yeah. It's not a great movie.
So what happened exactly? Because I know that they capture Martin just so that they can do experiments on him.
Yeah.
But what happened to Tim?
They lock
him up.
Okay.
And they then they took the spaceship. They have the spaceship. Okay. So Tim signals to the guy, "Hey, press the button," and he presses the button, and the ship gets big, and that breaks out. Then our boy Zoot and Lizzy, who are in the spaceship, are now full size, and they get Tim out.
And they best the government agents, scientists.
Yes, they beat them all up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So they were on a rescue mission to rescue Martin, but I think he dies or something, right? On the table?
Oh, yeah. No, he does. They're as dead as they can pronounce an alien to be.
Yeah. And then what happens?
We have this amazing scene where our would-be heroes, Zoot, Lizzy, and Tim, are confronted by two muscular men that the Zoot is now making other references to.
Jean-Claude
Jean-Claude
and Schwarzenegger.
And Schwarzenegger, yeah, and he gets the best of them as much as a suit can, but which is to say, he gets shot real bad. Suit's dying, guys. But with his last breath, he breaks out the alien gum and hands it to Lizzy, and Lizzy transforms into this giant alien monster thing and throws one of the muscle guys through a bunch of electronics, and then fucking eats the other one. Just eats him, swallows him whole, and then transforms back. And then her and Tim are making weird, sexy jokes at each other, despite the fact she just fucking ate someone, an actual human being.
Yeah, I don't care if you look like an alien, but if you're gonna transform back, you're still a fucking person. You just ate a person.
It's not even that. It's you see that Martin still pretty much has control over who he is. It's not like she became an alien. She's just, she's still Lizzy.
Yeah.
She, as a person, decided the best way to dispose of this man is to not, toss him around with my now super strength or many tentacles. It's to consume him.
Wild.
Yeah.
But they end up escaping with their lives, and all is well, I think. Right?
Well, they get Zoot, who's also seemed to be dying, onto Martin, and, them rejoining forces allowed them to both heal, I guess.
Okay.
So that's why Martin's not dead. But they did rip out his antennae, because they're perverts.
Yeah. But now they can go home.
Well, they're trying to.
Why can't they?
They got to escape again.
Well, let's just assume they already got out.
Yeah,
and they get the ships fixed, and he's about to jump in there and leave, but Wally's back and he's got a gun.
Oh, Wallace Shawn, yeah.
And he's gonna shoot him, but the mysterious stranger, he's here.
Oh, okay.
And he crumples the gum up because it turns out he is an alien, and he ended up there in 1964.
He's the Roswell.
He's been stranded there ever since.
Wait, that was Roswell?
I think so, right?
I can't confirm. I don't know when Roswell happens. I didn't look into it.
Okay. Well, we're going to assume that's right. Craig, don't bother trying to disprove yourself or prove yourself.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care. I'm okay with saying he's a Roswell alien. It really doesn't matter at this point. Or ever.
Yeah. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, so it turns out, like, he and Martin, they're best buddies, and he can finally go home together.
Not really best buddies. It turns out the alien that did crash land first was one of Mars's most brilliant scientists.
Oh, okay.
So he has a bit of a reputation.
Gotcha. That's how I got confused. I thought that they were, like, synonyms.
No. What? You
But-
thought what was synonyms?
I don't know, scientist, friend?
Oh, yeah, no, I get those confused all the time, especially with my friends.
Well, I thought that, Mars might be, like, not have that many people. Everyone knows each other.
The only thing I know about Mars is that it needs moms. But sadly, it's a summer of dads, baby.
He did it.
He did it.
And then the movie ends, right? go
No.
home?
Not
Wait,
at all.
they're supposed to go home, but they don't go home because they think that Tim's going to miss him too much.
Yeah, Martin and the alien guy take off. Tim goes home. Lizzy trying to get busy. And then, yeah. Turns out my favorite Martian is back, boys.
I get it.
Yeah. What do you got?
My favorite Martian.
He's mine too. That's weird. But yeah. You interrupted me, Craig. I lost my train of thought here. What am I talking about again?
My favorite Martian is
Lizzy was getting busy.
FBI man.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess he's all right.
He said Lizzy was getting busy.
Oh, Lizzy was getting busy. Or at least they're trying to. But my favorite Martian made a return. And he decided, you know what, Tim? I'm not going to do this to you, bud. I'm going to miss you. You're going to miss me. I don't want to be lonely anymore. So I'm moving in, pal. We're going to have the best days ever. We're going to have adventures for the rest of time. Hooply blooply. Just you and me, baby. Just Tim and Marty, or whatever the hell his name is again. Yeah, Marty works. Yeah, let's go Marty. And,
100 years. 100 years. Tim and Marty.
100 years. Tim and Marty, baby. But, yeah. So, yeah. And that is how the movie ends.
We did it.
Sequel hook, baby.
I hope that there isn't a sequel because I don't remember anything from the first one.
We just talked about it. How do you not remember it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
There are plenty of things.
Just like he
that
watched the movie, he wasn't paying attention to the podcast.
Oh, the podcast. Turn the game off.
I'm not playing anything. I'm playing. Okay, so I have a Pokemon toy in my hand, and I have
Stop playing with it.
Sorry.
Even I don't have toys in my hand, Rich. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right?
That's because Craig has loud toys. He can't have it on the podcast. Mine are soft and squishy.
I have a little Kool-Aid man here. He's not soft or squishy.
Yeah.
But he's not loud.
Yeah, okay.
Kool-Aid Man's pretty loud.
Craig, what'd you think of the movie? Were you glad that we watched it?
It was a hoot.
Like Rocco's Modern Life. Craig, put down fucking Kool-Aid Man!
What the hell was that? That wasn't me.
That Kool-Aid Man sounds suspiciously like my chair.
Okay. I didn't know what Craig was doing over there.
Nothing.
No, you're
Craig
good,
starts saying how he's going to pick up everything, play with all his toys, throw them around in the room, so I could only assume that noise came from Craig.
All right, well, I've got to lay waste to the porcelain throne, so if we can, really move this along, I'd appreciate it.
I wanted to know what
just
Craig thought of the movie.
Look before you go, because there might be a car in there.
Great. Okay. Well, Kauska, I think this might be your pick this week. Because this was my pick.
Oh, my Lanza. Well, if that's the case, I've got a hoot and a half for you, because, let's face it, this movie wasn't as dad-centric as we wanted it to be. Sure, we had some really nice dads. Some out-of-these-worlds dads, if you ever had the chance to actually mate that classic Martin. But, I think for the next film, now bear with me, what if I told you it was a tale of... Well, you know what? I don't know what it's about. I lied. Okay.
Tale as old as time.
It's not a tale as old as time. We're not watching Beauty and the Beast, bud. You're going to get really excited for nothing. All right, so, look. If y'all ever been on DisneyPlus.com and tried to search for anything, I don't know what it was. I tried to look for My Favorite Martian. I got My Favorite, and for whatever freaking reason, the movie that popped up first for me was something called Cadet Kelly. I don't know what that is, but I think I want to watch it, because I think that's how we choose movies now. So let's just go for that. Let's just go for that. It's a sign, baby! Let's just watch that crap. And if it's, you know what, we'll shoehorn it. If there's not
You know
enough
what?
dads in it, we'll figure it out.
I saw the comic book the other day too.
No freaking way.
I swear. It's on
Okay, well, it's happening, boys. We're locked in.
Okay, we're locked
set
in.
pod for adventure.
The pod is locked. I'm going. Dunce number 1, signing off. Good bless.
And I'm the third one, and I seriously do need to take a crap, so I think we're done here. I can't wait for you to do your sign off. You're too busy giggling.
He said good bless.
I know it's his catchphrase now. You have to get used to hearing it.
can't
Good
get
bless,
used
good bless,
to
good
it.
bless, good bless. Are you used to it yet?
I hope so. Quick
All right,
stew,
all right.
leave
We'll
it
find out
to.
next week. All right, I already said my piece. Get out of here. Seriously.
I brought you a special present.
What is it? A book?
This is a special book. It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father. And today, I'm going to read it to you.
I'll try and stay awake.
Wesley had no money for marriage, so he packed his few belongings and left the farm to seek his fortune across the sea. The law of the land gave Humperdinck the right to choose his bride.
The fabric will make the prince suspect the Gildarians have abducted his love.
You never say anything about killing anyone.
I just happened to look behind us and something is there.
He's obviously seen us with the princess and must therefore die. Pick up one of those rocks, get behind the boulder. The minute his head is in view, hit it with the rock!
I was not a sportsman, like.